I was not gonna do this again, but I recently got a mail on the Sims forum saying that they're hoping that I'll get this out to the public eye. Because I was one of the vocal ones talking about the conservative problems when it came to the transgender patch itself. People are afraid to speak up due to name calling that will follow, so instead of calling them bigoted, you can call me bigoted instead. It really doesn't affect me at all. I know that this will be hard to imagine for all of those that will come here, because I know that majority of you will imagine me to be a horrible human being for even talking about this, but I'm a left-leaning atheist that simply believes that you have no right to force what you want the world to look like on your players. In reality, you can dress however you want, but you can't tell others how they should dress. Same with creating games. You can make whatever you want, but it's outright immoral to then mend everybody else's game into that what you want it to be. And that is what EA did. Oh, but the update is dormant. You have to actively seek it out to activate it. Well, not quite anymore. You see, when the patch came out, clothing was divided into female and male. Now, somehow, the game must have tagged a lot of female clothes as gender neutral, so male NPCs can end up being generated with female clothing, and the other way around. It is also important to note that insane and goofball traits will make your sim completely forget about clothing restrictions and pick freely from all the outfits available. This also goes for computer-generated sims, meaning really it's not optional at all. The game can put a goofball trait on a random sim, and then that sim will be walking around your town as a bearded lady. There were a few upset topics about this incorrect clothing tagging. Some have disappeared, others just left unanswered and forgotten. I am gonna link to them in the description, so see links for the ones still existing. There are pictures of clothing that people found on male sims wandering around, or the clothing that the game randomly forced on their sims, even though it was not their player choice. I should at least be showing you the picture of the person that was experiencing this problem, and it's from the topic that I'm linking to below. And I'm gonna just shut up for a good 20 seconds, as here is the clothing that people found their sims generated with. Okay, enough of quiet time. Before that, there were also this fashion catastrophe, where level 8 politician career sims end up wearing high heels when they're male. I do believe that it was a bug, but I do not know if that was fixed. Hopefully it was. But hey, we're in the Sims generation where weirder is better, and the game will gladly generate this as your friendly NPC city living neighbor. And I went into the game files to confirm the problems that are occurring, opened up my game after not having opened it up for 7 months, and I noticed that things such as a bath towel was counted as everyday items, which kinda explains why you get such weird townie generation that makes the game look really, really, really not that good and immersion breaking, if anything. This summer, I fought against the patch, because I cared. By January, I'm pretty sure that even EA doesn't care about their game anymore, because these are not the only bugs. There are indeed bugs that are occurring, and there's less bug fixes, there's less updates that are not just XP boosts, and there's always hype for selling you a very tiny amount of content for $10. My advice to all of those feeling discriminated because of this problem is to just jump ship. You'll be much happier after a while playing with The Sims 2 or The Sims 3. Perhaps you even find some game that isn't life simulation for all I know, but either of those iterations are less nuts when it comes to generating Sims, and at that point EA pretty much did not put any political agenda into their game at all, because the game was good enough that they didn't need political agenda to push the game. Which seems more and more of a problem with this one.